Shut your mouth.
Yeah, please. It's horrible.
I'm going to give a spoiler because if you don't know it by now, it's years and years and years ago. I remember one time sitting down and eating a meal when the movie was still in the theaters. It had only been in the theater for a week. And someone comes up and said, "Did you see The Sixth Sense?" I said, "No, man, I'm planning to see it." And I said, "Oh, it's great till you find out the dude's dead."
Yeah.
Oh, God. And I hate it too. In my house, when I'm watching a TV show, I tell people, shut up. I don't want to know. Shut up.
Sometimes when I go to the movies, I see dumb people.
One of mine, another pet peeve, that's one of mine as well, Joey. One of mine is people that arrive at the movie theater late.
Oh, yeah.
To me, the movie starts when the credits start. The commercials, I don't care. But when the credits start, there are people that will go to movies to see the release of credits, believe it or not, certain trailers, not credits, but the trailers.
Absolutely.
It's become a big deal in Americana and cinema that for certain movies like Spider-Man or Thor or whatever, Star Wars is one of them that's for sure big. There's people that would go just to see the trailer. And for me, that's when the movie-going experience starts. If you cannot be in your seat in time to see the start of the trailers, man, give me a break. Get there on time. The other thing that happens with that, though, is that sometimes even after the movie started, you get people coming into a dark theater 5 minutes after it started, trying to find a seat, sometimes asking you to move down. Can you move down so we can both sit there?
And then they grab their cell phone and turn the light on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We'll talk about cell phones even beyond that a little bit later.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one for the vlog.
Yeah.
I got some choice spots on that.
Arrive at the theater on time prior to the credits. It's not that big of a deal, and I wanted to be expressive there, but I'm holding my tongue. It's not that big of a deal to get there on time for a movie. I like to get there a minimum of 30 minutes before the start of the show. Sure. Because there's a theater here in town that starts serving meals. You can actually order food at your seat in the theater 30 minutes prior to the start of the movie, and they're usually really good meals.
It's really nice to do that.
Get that 32 ounce weekly special for $9. But they start 30. But I arrive at least a minimum of 30 minutes early, and I prefer to be there about 45 minutes early, just in case there's something along the way. But get to the theater on time. Get there early. Ladies, if a man's taking you out on a date and he's late getting there, he ain't much of a man. Find another boyfriend. I'll say that. Get to the theater. Get there.
He said it. He didn't pull back.
No, get there on time. Another one for you.
Well, kids, little ones. If it's a rated R movie or a PG-13, don't take your 5-year-old, because not only is he going to say words later on at Walmart or Dillon's that I shouldn't be saying in that place. I don't want to have to hear you explain to your kid why somebody's doing what they're doing in the theater either. And they get loud. They want to run around.
Yeah.
I
love kids. You have what, 7 grandkids?
Yeah, I love kids as well, but there's
a time, and to quote Ecclesiastes,
kids go to kid movies. Kids go to kids movies. Don't take your 5-year-old to a rated R movie.
Well, it's kind of like it seems to be the same type of people take their kids to Walmart at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
if a movie's rated PG-13, let me tell you, a movie that's rated PG-13 is allowed to have nudity in it.
Yep.
A movie that's PG-13 is allowed to have the F-bomb in it. Just because the movie's PG-13 does not mean you should be taking your 10-year-old to see that movie. Certainly if there are adults that are there trying to enjoy the movie, and I would say that on an R-rated movie, movies are rated R, that means restricted. No one under 18 allowed without an adult for a reason. And there's going to certainly be something offensive. One of the theaters has a cry room for babies.
Those are great.
If you've got babies, and they're not bad seats, a little bit of privacy there.
I get it. Not everybody can afford or can always get a babysitter, especially to go to the movies,
Find one that has a cry room.
There you go.
And go there. But yeah, I totally agree on that. I love kids, but man, it's... I was at a movie the other night, and there's kids running around crazy before the movie started, and I said, they're not going to see this movie, which was rated R, are they? They said, oh, no. And I said, good, because I was going to get my money back if they were.
Yeah, right.
So that's another one of mine. What about you?
You you were speaking earlier about people being there before the trailers, or the previews, for those of you that need a different word for it. I have a pet peeve about movie companies that make a trailer that shows you just about every bit of the funny or the great stuff that's going to be in that movie in the trailer. So then you spend your $10 to see the movie, and you're just watching an extended trailer. I've already seen everything that's going to be funny. And I love Jim Carrey, but a lot of Jim Carrey movies were that way. You'd see all the craziness and everything else, and then you go to see the movie, and it's like, well,
what's that? Yeah, I totally get it. I've seen the same type of thing. I went to a workshop once that was led by an Academy Award-winning editor who also made trailers. That's where he made more money in making trailers than he did in the editing process. And there is a skill and a trait that people need to understand, that trailers are not always what the movie's about.
Nope.
You're exactly right. Sometimes they include the things that are in the movie that you don't want to see.
Well, it's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
It's meant to make you want to go see that movie in 3, 6, 9 months.
Yeah.
You know.
Last one. I'm assuming we got time for one more here. What's another one for you?
Really loud rappers.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about people opening up a candy. You know what? You know you're going to eat that candy during the movie.
Yeah.
Get in there in your seat early enough, open it up, have it set in there. You know, when you take a bite, take a bite. Especially don't shake your milk duds.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my biggest one, and I don't have a lot of time. It's probably a good thing. I will definitely talk more about this on the blog. Cell phones. If you turn on your cell phone when I'm watching a movie, I will tell you audibly and loudly to turn it off. Your need to be distracted and stay on your cell phone does not justify my having to pay to get in to see a movie theater. Keep your stinking cell phones turned off. If you need to text or something of that nature, leave the theater.
Bye.
Yeah. That's it for the movie, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more next week.
Yeah, we will.
Be talking about some reviews and then go from there. And also make sure again to check out that blog. More information on that can be found at The Movie Guys, facebook.com/The Movie Guys. I'm Mike Purchase.
I'm Joey Stone.
We'll see you next week. Have a great time at the movies.